Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, ooh, I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves.
I'm Steve Jones. I'm the current chairman and one of the coaches here at Worthing Fencing Club.
Playing got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shoot tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time.
So I basically picked up fencing on a whim when I was in my second year at university. So I had a few friends at Birmingham University who had either been students or were mature students who were fencers and said, why don't you come along? For some reason, I'd never really been particularly very good at normal sports, the usual football, rugby, athletics, and I just seemed to really click with fencing. The university had a club that met there once a week, so I trained twice a week for pretty much 2 years. And by the end of that period, I was on the university team and doing some local competitions. So after I graduated, I fenced at various clubs near where I worked or lived, and literally had just moved home in Worthing and ran into my next door neighbour, who was the founder of Worthing Fencing Club. He'd started this club about 10 years ago and got into fencing here. So I undertook a professional coaching course run by the British Fencing Association and became a fully qualified épée coach.
Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas.
They don't. We try, our mission as a club here, in addition to being a place where people who have fenced or are currently fencers can go, is to be a grassroots community club. Traditionally, there's been a bit of a high barrier to entry for fencing. Obviously, kit's quite extensive, so we provide all of the kit available for beginners. So just come along, bring some trousers to cover your legs because they're a target in épée, some good trainers, something to drink because it gets quite hot in all the kit, and we run regular beginner courses throughout the year and taster sessions.
New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back.
Essentially, with fencing, pointy end goes into the other person, avoid them doing the same to you at the same time. There's a little bit more to it than that.
Nowhere's out of bounds.
Well, for épée, no. Everything is head to foot is a target. There are 2 other weapons in fencing which have rules and conventions about where you can hit and when you can hit. But épée's not like that. It's supposed to reflect an actual duel. So anywhere is a target and convention doesn't protect you. So if you hit an opponent and they hit you at the same time, you have a double hit. So the whole goal of épée is to hit your opponent without being hit in the process. We fence on a narrow strip called a piste, which is about 14 metres long and 1.5 metres wide. You have to stay within the boundaries of the piste. So if you go over the sides, you give up a metre of ground. And if you go over the back, your opponent gets a point. Yes, so we run a beginner's course which gives you the basics and we get you a little certificate at the end of that. Once people have got the essentials, we then run through the British Fencing Association épée Achievement Awards. So that's a series of grades 1 to 6 and it covers basic skills up to quite advanced techniques and knowledge. We have a lot of people here who are recreational fencers, so they come along to enjoy, exciting adrenaline, active sport. But we also have an active contingent of people who go to local and national competitions, and that's largely through the help of our head coach Lewis, who's a level 5 performance coach. And at some point we'll probably get people who end up having enough qualifying points to be considered for representing the UK nationally. That's the goal. Well, it's a sport that keeps you fit and active. As well as being physically active, you need to be mentally sharp with fencing, so it's often described as chess with muscles. If you're good at analysing and tactically assessing a situation, that tends to keep people sharp. So it doesn't really matter if you're male, female, big, small, old or young. You have people competing at elite levels at épée, particularly well into their 40s. And it's good fun. It's an unusual sport. So we fence here at Durrington High School. every Friday, usually during term time, from about 7 o'clock to 8:30, 8:45.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.